Hello everyone, I'm Vintage Quintage and you guys are watching 100% Let's Play slash walkthrough of Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Now these are great games and they're actually remakes of the Game Boy Advance games Friends of Mineral Town, Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, and Harvest Moon More Friends of Mineral Town. And those games are in themselves portable remakes of the PlayStation 1 game, Harvest Moon Back to Nature. All of them are great games. So here I'm just going to pick out my birthday and my name. And here's the difficulty. So if you're just starting out, I'd say simple mode is a little bit easier, but if you're following along, you won't really need it. You can do normal mode. So let's get right into it. I love the intros to this game. One day, a special letter arrived in my mailbox. It was sent from a person who introduced himself as the mayor of a certain little town. The moment I finished reading that letter, I packed up my things and headed for the train station. Once there, I bought a ticket to Mineral Town, the place where my grandfather had his farm. And there's the Mayor Thomas. Good day, you are Quintage, I presume. I'm Thomas. It is my great honor to preside over Mineral Town as its mayor. Here it is. This is the land your grandfather left to you. I'm afraid it's been some time since anyone tended to it, so it's fallen into a bit of disrepair. Do you remember when you came here as a child? You spent a summer together with your grandfather. I'm sorry, Quintage, we've had to cancel our family vacation this year. I just couldn't get the time off for it. There's something very important that I have to do at work and I can't leave. I'm really sorry, but you'll have to make do without a trip this year. Things are just too busy. I promise I'll make it up to you. I'm so sorry, Quintage, but please understand. We may not get a family vacation, but we have asked your grandfather to let you stay with him at his farm this summer. His farm is wonderful. It's surrounded by nature with all sorts of places to explore. You can relax and play as much as you'd like. We've already packed your things. All that's left is to go and have fun. Oh, there you are, Quintage. Do you remember me? I'm your grandpa. There ain't too much to do out here in the sticks, but go have a nosy round if you like. I'm afraid I'll be busy most of the day doing my chores around the farm, so I won't have much time to play with you. There are a few kids around your age in town, though. I'm sure they'll let you play with them, so go on and introduce yourself. Who are you? Oh yeah, someone said the old guy at the farm down the road was having a visitor from the city. That must be him. I wonder what he's doing all by himself. Do you always play alone? Wow, me too. I like this place a lot, so I come here all the time. Hey, why don't you tell me about yourself and the city and stuff? What's it like there? Well, Quintage, how'd you like the country life? Was it fun? When you get back home, say hello to your mom and dad for me, and let them know I enjoyed having you come visit. Aw, are you going already? Oh, I'll miss you. You'll be coming back someday though, right? Promise me you'll come back. It's been 20 years since then. I seen you have grown into a fine young adult. Your grandfather loved this little farm dearly, you know? I'm sure it would make him oh so happy to know that you had inherited it. Well, what do you say? Would you like to give farming a try? If you say no here, it actually just ends the game. But we don't want to do that. We actually want to play the game. So let's just say yes. Excellent, excellent. Allow me to be the first to welcome you as a new resident of Mineral Town. Now then, as you are the new owner of this farm, do you not think a new name is in order? Yes. So I am going to call it Vintage Farm. Just because of my channel name. You can call it whatever you like. Vintage farm, It does have a nice ring to it. Running a farm is not the easiest of jobs in the world, but if you try hard, I'm sure you will do your grandfather proud. Well, I'm sure you must be tired from the long trip here. Why don't you rest for the remainder of the day? I must return to my duties as mayor. I bid you good evening. Tomorrow, my new life as a farmer begins. And this is where we begin. So you have control. So this is your bed. You can use it to sleep and go to the next day. Your journal, which is basically just a save and load thing. Calendar, which marks important days and events like festivals, like White Day and like the horse race, or Spring Derby, I guess it's called. And the neat thing is that once you start introducing yourself to all the different villagers and stuff, and bachelors and bachelorettes, their birthdays will actually appear on here. So it's good to check this. Now here we have our TV. We can check the weather for tomorrow. We can have education, which just gives us some little more tips on how to do stuff. Entertainment has some good stuff. News is just basically what's happening that month for festivals, but it's really important to check entertainment, especially on Tuesdays, and I believe once you upgrade your house on Saturdays, because Tuesdays will give you a recipe, and I believe Saturdays will be the TV shopping, where you go to the inn, pay to use their phone, and buy whatever product they're selling. That's how you get yourself like the fridge and stuff like that. Here we got a bookshelf, which basically just has our shipping logs and stuff like that, as well as, any letters that we've gotten in the mail, as well as just little tutorials on what to do. So if you're ever confused, give that a check. So here we can change our outfit. Now this doesn't have any bearing on the game itself, it's just what your character looks like. And I think I am going to go with the Cherry Blossom Sprite costume, because I think it is absolutely adorable. Yeah. And here we have our cabinet where we can store items and stuff. Unfortunately, it's not unlike the fridge, it's just for like non-perishable things like sticks and stones and like chicken feed and other stuff like that. Over here we have our toolbox, and I am going to take a couple things. I'm going to take my watering can and my hoe out. And the reason for that is because I need 2 free tool slots. And one is going to be for our seeds, and we need a free tool slot so that we can get our fishing rod. So let's start the day. Now Thomas will just basically give you a tutorial on what to do, how things work, how to raise crops, how to raise animals, how to harvest all the crops once they're ready, all sorts of stuff. So if you're just starting out, it's a good idea to go through that and learn, but I don't really need to. And this is Zach. He basically handles all the shipping stuff, and yeah, he pays you money for the goods that you ship. Now we start with a tree, and that tree, I think it's either grape or it's either grape or apple, if I remember correctly. So we're just gonna go straight all out here. Feel free to talk to anyone. There's Gray here. He's an eligible bachelor. The nice thing is that in this game, and here's Sabara or Sabura, however you want to pronounce it. Basically, what's nice is in this game you can marry any gender you like. So even if you're a guy or a girl, you can marry a guy or a girl. And there is a few secret bachelors and bachelorette. I'm gonna wait here for this to get open. Opens at 11. And here we go. So this is Potpourri, another bachelorette. You can, of course, marry her. It's a good idea to talk to anyone you run across in the first few days, but don't stress too much about it. And over here, we are actually going to start our very first money trick. Now, this trick is known as the van's favorite item trick. So you can see she sells chickens and rabbits and feed and, yeah, a breeding kit for the rabbits. What I want to do is I want to buy a chicken feed and then immediately back out. Now that counts as a transaction. So once you go into a shop menu, buy something, and then back out, it counts as a transaction. And what you want to do is you want to have any number divisible by 10. So it could be 50, it could be 20, or it could be 10. And once, yeah, you want to do 10 transactions in a day. What that will give you is the van's favorite item trick in the mail the next day, or the van's favorite item, I should say. And that is how we're going to be making quite a lot of money as soon as we get one character's happiness up. So I'm going to do 9 here because we still need our seeds. There we are. So 9. Because we still have to buy our seeds. So with that out of the way, let's go over here. Don't need to come in here, but oh, it's locked anyways. Oh well. But we might as well. I am going to run to the over here. And here we see a cutscene where he gives us our fishing rod. This is the only tool you have to like unlock. But just basically come in here with a free tool slot and he will give it to you. I believe it's any day as long as they're in here and it's unlocked. You can do it. Now we're going to come back in. Might as well talk to them. And talk to Juan. Now Juan's going to be our one that we want to get up the most. At least to the point where we can start selling to him. Because once we can start selling to him, we can sell those fans' favorite items. And they can go... I believe the highest they can go for is 11,800, but it's been a while since I played this game, so I don't remember off the top of my head. But I want to gift him this. Now, might as well check the beach, see if there's any goods for us to collect, which there isn't. That's okay. Now, over here is the main part of town. What I want to do is I want to race right to the supermarket. This is the supermarket right here. And here's Jeff. He's the owner. And we're going to buy a couple seats. Now you can buy a bunch of different little things, and we want to get that basic bag, but it's going to have to wait because we don't got the money. So I am going to buy 2 cucumber seeds. Now even though I'm buying 2, it only counts as 1 transaction because the transaction counts when you go into the menu, buy something, and back out. So you can go in, buy 100 of whatever item, and it will still only count as 1 because you're not buying them one at a time and backing out. or multiple at a time, and backing up. So I'm going to buy 2 so that our transaction has hit 10 now, so we will get our van's favorite item tomorrow. Now, if you, for whatever reason, don't know the number you are on for the van's favorite item trick, what you can do is just drop a save, buy an item, go to sleep. If no van's favorite item, load your save, do 2 transactions, buy one thing, back out, buy another thing, back out, and then go to sleep, and then repeat until you get it, basically. That's the easiest way to do it. But there's probably a few scenes in here. This is Doctor, who is an eligible bachelor. And Ellie is over to the left, in the top left you can see her. She's a bachelorette as well. You can marry whoever you like, but I personally am going to be going for the hardest bachelorette, which is the Harvest Goddess, which will give her a flower here soon. If you say the right thing, their friendship goes up a little bit, but it's pretty easy to tell which is the right thing, usually. But it's always good to just get their friendship up in these little things. You might run across different scenes like this with all sorts of different people. But, yeah. Those are known. If you want to find out where to find them, I believe it's known as hard events. I found them on like Google and like forums and stuff. There's a couple more scenes. Since it's raining today, and it is Monday, we're going to be going to the church here soon and doing a confession, and I'll tell you all about it once we get in there. So, go ahead and talk to her, and might as well talk to the doctor as well. Time doesn't pass in buildings, so it's pretty nice. You can always take your time in here. So let's come on over to the church. It's 1 p.m., so Monday and Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. You will be able to do a confession. Now, this is Cliff. He's one of the more important people to talk to, but he's definitely not the most important. You want to get his friendship up and Duke's, which I'll probably show later. And the reason for that is if you don't, then he leaves, and there'll be a cutscene where you find him a job, and that's how you get him to stay, so that you can still probably marry him. I believe he does come back even if you don't, but it's just better to not do that. Or it's better to get his friendship up. Now, I am going to drop a save because I want to be forgiven at the confession. Now, there's a few different confession ones that you can do. So there's a few options. You can say just saying hi, and that'll say that you talked to the guy. You can unequip a curse tool, which is much later in the game, but what we want is make a confession. So, I hardly sleep means that you will recover stamina more when you sleep, I believe. I overworked nature sprites, which are very, very important. I'd say the most important confessions to worry about right now are the nature sprites and the townsfolk one. The townsfolk don't like me. You can say I want to marry the Harvest Goddess and I want to marry Kappa, but those are much later in the game, and that's how you kind of propose to those two. Kappa's a hidden bachelor and the Harvest Goddess is a hidden bachelorette, but you have to meet certain requirements to do it. So hopefully he will forgive me. Nope, he didn't. It doesn't cause any negative effects if he doesn't, but I want him to forgive me. So I want either townsfolk or nature sprites. Hopefully the nature sprites. These are all not the ones we want. Picked on an animal, that's for when you like use your axe or scythe or whatever on an animal or hammer by accident. I overslept, just helps you recover gets better stamina. I littered on the road is for when you accidentally throw an item onto the streets. It's considered littering and it's bad, but I'll just do that, load the save, and hopefully I can get it the next couple tries, but if not, I'll just do a little jump cut to where I can. Alright, it's not looking like it's gonna do it, so I'm just gonna pause the recording and I'll see you when I get it. I'll just keep loading until I do. Okay. Okay, so we're back. I got the nature sprite one and I just got forgiven. Took several tries, but it's okay. You want to do that, especially in the first little bit, because especially like nature sprites and the townsfolk are the most important ones. But speaking of nature sprites, let's go introduce ourselves. These are nature sprites. And what they can do is once you get their friendship up, they can basically work as farmhands. You don't have to pay. But it's good to give them gifts when they do it. But yeah, it's very important to talk to them every day and give them gifts when you can to get them their friendship up. And since I only have one of these, I think I'm gonna give it to Plum because he has a birthday on the 4th. So I'm just gonna give it to that guy. And I believe I talked to all of them. Oh, doesn't count when you just introduce yourself, I forgot. So just come in here, make sure you talk to them. If you have extra gifts, give them gifts. Easiest one later on is flour. They all love flour. But another easy one is honey. And if you ever find any blue grass or any grass that's their color, like if you find yellow grass, he loves yellow grass. If you find orange grass, he loves orange grass. Blue grass, both of the blues like, stuff like that. That's another easy gift for them as well. Since we talked to them, let's go and I guess do our rounds in the town and see who we can find. Oh, there's people that came in here. This is Mana, or Anna, I should say. Mana's a different one. This is Mary. She's a librarian and also another bachelorette. Here's Karen, the daughter of Jeff, and Sasha, this is Sasha. Now let's go talk to the mayor. Introduce ourselves. Say hi. This is you. I believe in the Game Boy Advance games, his name was mistranslated as Stu. But yeah, that's Ellen. That's Stu's grandma and mother of Ellie. Down here is Duke. He's pretty important. Well, not super important. Not the most important, but you definitely want to get his friendship up so that you can have Cliff stay. But this is Ran. Again, her name was mistranslated in the originals as well as Anne, but it's actually more correctly translated as Ran. Guess I'll talk to Gray again. Nobody over there. Alrighty, now I guess might as well go and get some stuff to harvest. Like this bluegrass. Bluegrass, you want to typically ship if you can. The reason why is because after you ship 50 bluegrass, you unlock, I think it's either the Coffee XL or the Turborizer XL. One of the two, but it's basically a better version of the medicine you can buy at the doctor's office, the hospital. And yeah, it's really helpful, especially later on. So here I'm gonna plant my crops. Since it's raining, I don't have to water them, but if it wasn't raining for you, then you could just go over to that pond in the top right and, you know, press your tool button and fill up your watering can, and then just water after you plant them. Gonna ship that, and that. And then I'm gonna come in here. Don't need that. And there we... Oh, need something else from here. I can drop the fishing rod in and take our hammer, because we will be needing it really soon. Because we're gonna go mining. Check here, see if there's anything good. There isn't. Okay. Don't worry too much about the time. As long as you're in bed before 5 a.m. and you have good stamina, still, you'll be okay. Pick up these bamboo shoots, because they are helpful. I might as well stock up on flowers for tomorrow. Alrighty. I'm gonna take this toy flower and go to the most important NPC you want to give gifts to every single day. Right here. You throw it in here, and the harvest goddess appears. You want to give her a gift every single day. Now, hopefully I still have time to do this, but I'm gonna run back here and ship these and put the flowers in here. Now, hopefully I still have time to mine today. I should be good. Because we want to mine so that, oh, that was Jennifer, by the way. But it's okay. I can talk to her later. I'm going to hop into the hot springs, which just refill your stamina and help your fatigue and stuff. I'm going to wait till I am full. And then hop out. Now here's the mine, and I'll show you a little bit about mining. But here is where another little trick comes in play. This is the mining trick. So you want 2 saves. When you first get in here, you want to drop a save so that you can dig up the floor and find the stairs down as fast as possible. Now, another little trick, don't ever bother with digging around the outside, just the one little space on the outside. Don't ever bother digging there. Nothing's going to appear there besides like money or like black herbs. Reason why we saved is that we can come in here, read our journal, and we memorized where that stairs leading down was, which is right there. So we can save our stamina just by doing that. And then we drop a save before we go down. And then once we come down, this looks like a good floor. So I will drop another save. Basically just alternate between the two. One is for just before you go down the ladder. One's for once you get to that floor. Now, another trick, don't bother digging around the ladder in the adjacent squares, so like the one tile adjacent squares, so like here, here, here kind of thing. But here is okay. Reason why is you won't find the ladder going down. Now, even though we got it in 2, I'm still going to load our save. And just do it in 1. Save before going down, and then continue down. Now, I'm going to keep doing that until I can get to floor 10. And there'll be a couple reasons for it. But anyways, I don't want to bore you with that, so I'll just pause the recording, and I'll see you when I get to floor 10. Bye. Alrighty, so we're back. And took a little bit, but I'm on floor 9, and I just found the ladder to go down to floor 10. Now, if you end up loading like or getting a floor where you're like surrounded with rocks, or it's just not a lot of tiles to be able to dig. See how this one's all open, but if it was like there was a rock right where I'm standing, then I would have like nothing to dig without having to switch to my hammer and break a rock, right? Just load the floor before and go down, and it'll load a different floor. Well, same floor, but like it'll load a different RNG layout of it, basically. And that's how you want to do it, so that you can, save as much stamina as possible. You just want to have 2 saves, one when you just enter the floor, and one just before you go down the ladder, basically. When you enter the floor, you dig around, find the ladder, memorize where it is, load it up, load that save again, go to where you found the ladder, and just dig there, so that you're not wasting stamina. So let's go down to floor 10. Now, I will drop a save, since we just got here. My other save is just before I went down the ladder. And now I have a few little things that I need to do. The first of which is I need to go and get money, just like that. I need to get $100. So I'm just gonna, I wasted a swing, but these two have money, and this is the floor down. So I am going to just save over this one. We're not going to be going down the floor, but it's there if we need it. So, ooh, more money. I need $100. That's a black herb. More money. Money. And yeah. Just gonna basically be memorizing where all that money was and, you know, digging up and seeing if I could get $100 just from digging up. Ooh, all of these are bad. Reason why I'm doing that is so that I can do the Van's favorite item trick tomorrow as well. I can buy 10 chicken feeds and do that. So I'm going to load my game and see if I can remember where all the places were to dig. This one? No, that's a black herb. It's nothing. Okay. Money right here. Drop a save. More money. Drop a save. Yeah, it's a little slow going, but it is what it is. I just want to use as little stamina as possible to get this money. So, yeah. Anything there? No. Something there. Okay. Wherever you dig up and find that stuff, like the black herb or money or whatever, that's where it's gonna be again when you load your save. So don't stress too much, it's just easier to do it. Okay, nothing down there. Over here. Don't remember, was there something up here? Yeah. I'm just trying to do this so that we don't waste stamina, because we need our stamina to actually mine. So, while it's important to get $100, you know, you don't want to waste all your stamina and faint. Because that's bad, and we want it to be good. Unfortunately, the money will be RNG, even though it is where you dig it up. It's still like random as to how much money it gives you. Nothing there. What about up here? Yep, one there. We're super close to getting 100. This won't take too long, I hope. But unfortunately, mining is just kind of like this, especially in the early games. There we go. We got our money. Alrighty. Now it's time to go actually mine. Now there's a few ores that we want. Ore chalkum that we just got. This one isn't really important, but it's good to sell. The ones we're looking for mostly is gold ore, like I just got right there, and mithril ore. That's what's its name? Adamantite, that's what it is. Adamantite's good, it's good to sell, but you can also use it to make like cheese and yarn makers later on in the game. But I'm just not even going to be bothering saving and loading because I should be able to hopefully get enough. That's a mithril. I want 7 of those. 1 to sell and 6 for the tools. But if you don't get it today, it's okay. You can always come back and mine again. The reason why we went down to the 10th floor is because that's where all of these ores start spawning. Don't worry about your stamina too much. As long as it's not blue, you'll be okay. But if you run out of stamina before you get the ores that you want, then, you know, you can still do that save load trick and just memorize where the ores are so that you can get the ones you want. Let's see what we're going to be getting today. Another mithril, awesome. Or chalcum. Or a calcum, as some say. There. Now it's blue. You don't want to mine too much. I know that I get 3 hits before I go and faint. But that's an okay haul for today. So, now if you just come to the ladder going up, you'll exit right to the surface, which is great. Make sure you go and rest in the hot springs if you're to recover your stamina and fatigue. Later on, I'll probably have to come back down and get some other ores. But for now, that's okay. The reason why that we want gold ore is because we're going to be giving it to Juan because he loves gold ore. So that way we can start selling to him as soon as possible. Mithril ore we're going to be using for our tools once we get them upgraded. And which I'll probably be showing you tomorrow, how to easily upgrade your tools. But for now, let's just wait until we're fully up there. Just like so. It's raining today, so our fatigue goes down faster in the rain. But that's also why we're growing cucumbers. Because Kappa, who's in that little lake beside Jennifer's tent, he actually, if you give him 11 cucumbers, he will give you a blue power berry. And what that does is it halves the fatigue you drain from in the rain in bad weather. So now that we've introduced ourselves to some people, we can see that it's people's birthdays and stuff. And since it's Tuesday, we can get ourselves a recipe. Awesome. So I'm going to store a few things. I'm going to store those and that and one of those, and I'll take 1 gold ore for Juan, and I might as well take the flowers as well. So yeah, let's go start our day. This is Juan, who we've met before, He's the guy that if we get his friendship up, we can start selling stuff. And that's kind of how we break the game a little bit. Well, not really break it, just get a ton of money. So I'll sell all of these. Don't need the Orichalcum. Don't need that. Don't need that. Might as well sell one of those. And if we check our mailbox, since we did the 10 transactions yesterday, we get our band's favorite, which is the item we can use to sell to Juan and get lots and lots of money, which is good. I like having money. You like having money. We all like having money. Since it's not raining, I'm going to water my crops. And if you're playing casually, probably the most important tools to upgrade first is probably going to be your axe and your hammer so that you can break the big stumps and start clearing your field. But for us, since we'll be doing a trick to basically bypass the upgrade, well, not so much bypass, but like make it like useless, our most important tool to upgrade, the only one that we really have to worry about, is going to be our watering can. And that's because we have to constantly fill it and use it. Oh, this is guts. Let's check and see if Jennifer's in her tent. She's not. But yeah, if you throw cucumbers in here, Kappa will appear. Let's get some more flowers. This is Brandon, he's another bachelor. He's an artist. It's kind of cool, but he's not going to be the one we're going for. I'm going to be going for the Harvest Goddess because she's the most difficult to marry. So I might as well give myself a challenge, right? So we can... And to make sure you give the Harvest Goddess a gift, because every day you need to. Especially if she likes it, it's even better. Anything good up here? Nothing good. Okay. Since it's 11, you know what that means. It's time to do the Van's favorite item trick again. Oh, Rick's here. He's another bachelor. And... oh, Sasha's here too. If you see people, make sure you just talk to them at least. Don't worry too much about giving them gifts right now. The most important ones to give gifts to are, of course, the Harvest Goddess, the Nature Sprites, and Juan. So, buy one, exit out. Buy one, exit out. You know the drill. But yeah. The reason why the Nature Sprites and the Harvest Goddess and Juan are the most important is the Harvest Goddess gives us a bunch of different things as we give her gifts on a consistent basis. And Nature Sprites, you want them to be friends with you sooner rather than later so that they can start working on your farm. And that way, once they start working on the farm, their experience in that job that you sign them goes up. And you want that, because then you can... they can do a much better job. So they'll basically do more of their... do a better job overall. So if you have like a your entire field full of crops, they'll actually like harvest them and like water them and stuff. And they can look after animals as well, but I find that a little useless because time doesn't really pass when you're inside with the animals, so it's not really like it's important. Oh, orange one. And we'll give Juan his gold ore. And hopefully he'll start liking us soon. So I'm probably just gonna, on this first little bit, I'm probably just gonna go to day 5, spring 5. Just because I want to try to keep these videos a little shorter. Oh, here's a cutscene. But yeah, if you like Stardew Valley or Kataria Fables or whatever it's called, and you like those kind of games, this game might be up your alley. Stardew Valley is actually based off of these games, and yeah, it's nice because Stardew Valley is a great game. It's based off of the Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons games. And the reason why they made it is because the maker of that game, he was a little disappointed in like the end game content of these kind of games. So he made Stardew Valley to just have kind of more to do and stuff. Go over to these guys. Give you a blue one. Talk to you. Yeah, I could give you that. And for you, can't remember if they like, I think he likes these ones, so. I know Plum doesn't like the grapes, so hopefully he likes these ones. He does. Awesome. He has a birthday tomorrow. Since this guy's orange, and I have an orange grass, might as well give it to him. Give them some gifts. What I usually do is I usually have 3 watering my crops. So I usually take the 2 blues and the purple guy to water the crops, excuse me. And the rest I have harvest the crops. But you want to make friends with them so that they can start working on your farm as soon as possible. Here's another little cutscene. This one's a little more unique. Because depending on which you pick, one of them will like you more if you pick something. Like if you say, yeah, totally what's bugging her, you will like you more. But if you say you shouldn't harass people, then Ellie will like you more. It's okay. He may cry, but it's okay. His friendship doesn't really go down, I don't think. Might as well. You like flowers? Sure, might as well give her a flower. I gave one to the harvest goddess, right? Yeah. Didn't have to worry too much about giving them gifts, especially early on. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday, so it's locked. Might as well make her rounds and talk to people. I don't think I've introduced myself to Jennifer yet. Oh, here's a cutscene with Mary. Mary's a nice, sweet librarian girl. In the originals, I think Gray is the rival marriage to her. Unfortunately, they kind of got rid of rival marriages in this game, which kind of sucks, because like it was cool seeing rival marriages, and you know, if you waited long enough, then the townsfolk would marry each other and stuff. And that was pretty cool, to be honest. I like that, but unfortunately they got rid of it in this one. But that's okay, the game's still a good game, regardless. Hi, Ran. Anybody upstairs? I haven't even been able to introduce myself to her dad yet, but it's okay. Now, you don't have to be doing the stuff that I'm doing on this, it's just what I've found to be the most optimum route and stuff, but of course this is a super casual game, so like any way you play it is okay. You could do it with like just raising crops, or you could do it like just raising animals. Like, it's okay. Whatever you want to do, it's... Hello, can I talk to him? Alrighty. Well, I might as well go sell these bamboo shoots, and... You know what, I gotta sell this anyways, so... Might as well. I'm just gonna throw these chicken feeds right here in the cabinet for now. See if Jennifer's at her place, and yeah. But what do you think of these kind of games? Do you guys like them or not? Do you guys like prefer more action games or something? Or do you have to be in the right mood for them? I find I have to be in the right kind of mood set for them. Because otherwise it just doesn't, I just can't enjoy them. I have to, gotta be in the right mood for them. Anyways, here's how I'm gonna show you how to get your tools up. Now you could do this with any tool you like, but for our needs right now, all I'm going to be focusing on is a watering can. So easiest way is to come in here to the mine and just start spamming it. That's all you do. You start spamming it, and then once it's out, you can go outside, fill it up in that little river right there, and then come back and spam it again. And then if you drop your, if your stamina is low, you can just go and rest in the hot springs. And again, as long as you're in bed before 5 a.m., you'll be okay. You won't oversleep. So don't worry about it too much. So now that our watering can's out, I'm gonna go fill it, and I'm gonna go rest in the hot springs. And I'm just gonna pretty much repeat this until it's about time to go to bed. And I don't want to bore you with that, so I'll just pause the recording and make a little cut or whatever, and I'll see you once I'm done. Okay? Okay. Alrighty, so we're back. And I've just been basically spamming the watering can, filling it up, and resting it at the hot springs as needed. And I got it up to the copper level. Now, for your tools, I don't recommend upgrading them as you get them to the level, because that just wastes a lot of time and money. It's better to just fully upgrade them to like the mithril level, and then, excuse me, sorry, and then go and upgrade them. That way you just have to upgrade them once instead of 4 times. And it's cheaper in the long run, and it requires a lot less time. But right now, we're actually going to go switch to our hoe, and we are going to go and try and get the power berry from digging up our field. Now, you might have gotten it from just planting, but we are just going to try and see if we can dig it up here. In the old games, you could just dig one spot and you'd eventually get it. But unfortunately, in these ones, you don't get that little glitch. So I'm just gonna dig up where there's places to dig, where I don't have to worry about picking stuff up. Hopefully... Oof. We're getting a little... Come on. Give it to me. Yay, my hoe went up. Okay. That's fine. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Hopefully I have time to rest in the hot springs and go to sleep. Better have time. Stamina and fatigue are a little weird in these games, but basically the stamina is in the top left where it says the 150, like, and it's going up. That's your stamina. And your fatigue is that little happy face thing that changes. Hopefully I can... That should be good. Now, we'll go to sleep and start the next day. And the next day has a little surprise for us because we get something that's pretty awesome. So, again, I'm alternating the day-to-day saves. The reason why I'm doing that is to avoid hurricanes. So if a hurricane or a tornado or anything like that pops up, you can just load the save or the day before and just redo the day. It also helps if you accidentally mess something up in that day. Like, say you didn't give a gift to the harvest goddess or something like that. It's Plum's birthday today. It's sunny tomorrow. And there's nothing else really important about that. I will... Well, I'm gonna be getting a fan's favorite item soon, so I have a favor to ask. So this is our horse. And he is gonna be, or he or she, whatever you decide to, whatever gender you decide to give the horse. It doesn't specifically say. But the horse is one of our pets. It's the only pet that you get automatically. But there is other pets that you can get, and those are unlocked through the Harvest Goddess. It takes about 3 seasons of constant everyday to day giving the Harvest Goddess a gift to do, but then you unlock, I believe his name is Van, and he will sell you pets, as well as pet treats. Now, a thing about me, I love naming my animals the most random, kind of ironic names. That's just how I am. I've always done it ever since I played this Harvest Moons from the Super Nintendo. But yeah, it's just something I've always loved doing. Like for instance, chickens I usually like name like KFC or leg or wing or stuff like that. And yeah, that's just what I name them. What do you guys name your pets in here? Do you guys name them after your actual real life pets? Or do you like create like ironic names or something like that? Like, what do you guys do? Be interested to find out. Gonna water our crops first. Unfortunately, we didn't find the power berry yet last night. It's okay, we'll try again tonight. But yeah, that little trick to get your tools up is quite helpful in so many cases. But like if you're playing casually or whatever, then yeah, your most important tools are your hammer and axe to get up, because the nature sprites can water your crops for you. Say hi to the dock. Say hi to Gots. Why not? Nothing over here. That's okay. Anything up here? Yep. It's this, and what's up here? Absolutely nothing. Okay. It's kind of random what items appear, but usually it's a lot better than this. Wow, there's like nothing today, huh? Might as well give the Harvest Goddess her present. And then continue on our day. Oh, there was something here. Anything over here? Ooh, another blue herb. Or blue grass, I guess it's called in this game. I mean, so used to calling them herbs. Oh, there's Harris. We can finally introduce ourselves too. Might as well go in and talk to... You don't need to talk to the dog. I just like talking to the dog, okay? So sue me. Like... Dogs are cute. I love dogs. I love cats too. Are you a cat or a dog person? Personally, I grew up with both, so it's harder for me to say which I like more. But if I had to, absolutely had to, I would say I love dogs just a little bit more. Just because, like, where I was growing up, cats would just where I lived, there was like the highway and then the mine road going to the highway, train tracks, and it was forested area, so cats, if there were outside cats, didn't usually survive that much, just because yeah, I mean, there's cars that can run over them, there's trains that can run over them, and there's forested areas, so it just, yeah, they didn't typically survive that much. But that's okay. I mean, so I kind of got used to cats just disappearing and not knowing if they're alive or dead. And so it kind of desensitized me to it. I still love cats to this day, and yes, it is sad when they die, but like, for me personally, how I grew up, it just, desensitized me to the whole, oh, cats are like your child kind of thing, Which I get a lot of people are like, especially with like indoor cats. I completely understand it, but yeah, it's just how it was just growing up. Can't really change the past, right? So no sense in dwelling on it. Give Juan his gift. Check the beach. Nothing good. Oh, there is something good. Awesome. That'll be a good gift. Since it's Wednesday, the church confession will be up. Hers, when he does this story stuff, always takes so long. But you can just hold B to skip through it, kinda, a little bit, like I just did. Good little trick, especially for like mana. She goes on forever. Give you this yellow herb. Give the 2 blue herbs to the blue guys. And since it is Plum's birthday, word of the wise, he doesn't actually like grapes, which is kind of weird. But the other guys like grapes, so I might as well give them a gift and talk to them. Fortunately, I don't have, the RNG wasn't kind to me today, so I don't have a lot of gifts to offer. I did give the Harps Goddess. Yeah, of course I did, because I am smart. Might as well go make her rounds and talk to people. Oh, it's just the doctor today? Okay. Ellie's probably at her folks' place, at Ellen's place or whatever. Oh, scene with Karen. Say I could use some help, she'll give you something if I remember correctly. I like the scenes, but like I'm pretty sure I've already seen them all, so that's why I'm not worrying too much about it. Maybe I'll do a video on just like all the heart scenes and all the different little scenes you can do. But until then, you know... Oh, hi Ellie. Hi Mir. Hi Anna. Hello Ellen. And you. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about how I was growing up and stuff. Speaking of that, I actually, the other weekend, I had dinner with my mom. I haven't seen my mom in about 5-6 years. So it was really nice to just catch up with her and to just talk about what's going on. She has some, her and my dad have some medical problems going on, which is unfortunate. I mean, my mom's a type 2 diabetic, so it's tough for her sometimes, but... And plus, she has some, I think it's a heart problem as well. But on some good news, they're actually on diets right now, and they're both losing quite a lot of weight, which is great because, you know, it's always good to, you know that your family's doing better and that they're looking after themselves, and, you know, it's always just nice to hear about that. Yeah, I've gotten talked to her about my brothers and stuff. Like, I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So, I know, my poor mom. I know. But, yeah. Youngest of 4 boys. So my oldest brother is actually working at the same supermarket as a meat cutter that my grandfather used to work at. He's passed away. My grandma's still alive, which I actually saw her last weekend, and I haven't seen her since I was 14. So that was really nice to see her. You know, it's always just good to catch up with family. See if we can get the power berry. But, yeah, it was great to catch up with her, see how she's doing, especially since my grandpa passed away this year. So it was a little hard on me. I took it a little hard. Because of my mom's German ancestry, mostly Scottish and Irish, but my mom has a bit of German ancestry, and because of that, I have 2 middle names, and my middle names come from my grandpa and my great-grandpa. So that's kind of cool, and, you know, he's the only grandpa that I ever really knew, because my grandpa on my mom's side was just kind of like abusive and just overall not a good person. So, I mean, yeah. It is what it is. Holy cow, can you just give me the power berry already? So I never got to meet that grandpa, which I'm thankful for, because I don't want to meet him. I don't really care about him at all. He's never been a part of my life, so never really worried about his life, you know? But that's just how it goes sometimes. You know, there's no use fretting about it, but yeah. My grandpa didn't even have a funeral when he passed, so that was a little sad because I would have loved to go to his funeral and just see all the people's lives that he affected, like he's affected mine and stuff. And you know, it's always great to just have a good grandpa that, you know. Oh crap. RNG is not with me today. Well, we tried. Time to go rest in the hot spring. But yeah, I found out some things about my family that I didn't know. Like, I found out that, one of my brothers has 3 kids. So I have a niece and 2 nephews, whereas before I met with my mom, I only knew about one of my nephews. I'm not really close with my family, so that's kind of probably why I didn't really know. But yeah, it's nice to know that I have more family than I did before. And found out that my grandma actually lives fairly close to me. So that's pretty good. I'll try my best to come and visit her when I can. Busy guy, I work full time, so it's a little difficult. Plus, I can't drive, so it's a little hard, but I'll definitely try to go out there and visit her whenever I can. And yeah, then I found out um, one of my other brothers is actually gay, and I didn't know that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Absolutely not. Love who you want to love. Be who you want to be. But like, it was a little bit of a shock to me because like I grew up with the guy and he never gave like any indicators to that he might have been gay or that he was gay. And he's just kind of now discovering it in his when he's like, I guess he's 30 now. Yeah, he's 2 years older than me, so he'd be 30. But yeah, it was just interesting to know and find out about that kind of stuff and all that. It's always good to know more about your family and get closer to your family. As long as your family's like good, like my family's, you know, pretty good. Like they're a good family. There's some things I disagree with them about, but um nothing, you know, major. It's just more or less I don't really disagree with them. It's more or less their beliefs that they have that I disagree with, but that's just me personally. I mean, believe whatever you want to believe. So long as it doesn't hurt others, stay okay with me. Oof. My stamina is like dead now. Probably just rest at the hot springs and continue and go to sleep. But yeah, I'd love to get back into touch with some of my brothers because the one brother who I found out was gay, I haven't talked to him in 11 years, and which is kind of sad because him and me were the closest growing up. He was 2 years older than me. I have 3 older brothers. The oldest brother is 9 years, second oldest is 7 years, and then my other brother is 2 years older than me. Young, yeah. So it was once I moved out and was on my own, been on my own since I was 17. I kind of lost touch with them, and that kind of just sucked. But it is what it is. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna finish this day, and then I'm probably gonna call that a video. Grab us some gold ore. What? I missed out on a fan's favorite item. Oh, crap. And I forgot to talk to the horse that we got. Oops. Well. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't miss out. Gotta talk to the horse, but that's okay. I'm probably gonna be buying the brush for the horse today. Hopefully it's open. Forgot to yesterday. And yeah, we'll go from there. Hopefully get our friendships up with the nature sprites and get them to start working for us. I know Plum will probably be able to start working for us. He's the purple one. Fill up a watering can while I can. Say hi to Brandon. Continue on in our way. Nothing to harvest over here. What's over here? Anything good to harvest? Yeah, it's bamboo shoot. Yeah, but when you're first, like, if you're doing this casually, most likely you'll probably just be getting money from the stuff you harvest as well as the mine. But, which we're probably pretty much doing right now, is just getting the money from stuff we harvest and stuff. But, and as well as that mine trip we did. We have a gift to the harvest goddess. And then we'll continue on our way. I'm gonna dip into the farm quick and sell a couple things. Sell those. Just so I have some free slots in case something comes up. Oh, I guess I missed the confession yesterday. Oh well. It is what it is. Phew. I'm glad I didn't miss out on the band's favorite trick. Because that would have sucked. That. Is he closed on Thursdays? Never remember. Oops. He is closed on Thursdays. That's a good way to track too. If you just go into your menu, you can highlight over things and see when they're closed and open. That's okay. We'll just do the fan's favorite again. Oh, he was talking about Kai. He doesn't like Kai. Kai comes during the summer. And yeah, he only stays for the summer usually, so he's a little difficult to get his friendship up. But it'll take a couple years to get it up. But yeah, he's another eligible bachelor. And yeah, if you marry him, he stays like year round. Well, that's kind of cool. But yeah, looks like it's just gonna be a regular day for us today. Gonna dip back and drop these chicken feeds off. Can't wait until I actually can get a chicken, but it's gonna be a little bit. Oh, I can drop the fan's favorite off too, now that I'm thinking of it. Don't need that in my inventory. Let's see. What else can we do? We're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get our brush for the horse. Yeah. Sorry if these are a little longer videos. I am trying my best to commentate on it. It's a little difficult for me. This is also the first video I've ever made, so it's a little challenging for me. I'm trying my best at it, so forgive me if it's a little boring to you. I hope it's not, but I will try my best. But yeah, any tips or suggestions or on improvements or anything, I will gladly take. You know, love to hear more. You know, just so that I can start improving my it. I don't expect anything to come from this, but you know, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's nice to just have a little hobby to keep the time going. And it's a hobby that combines a couple of my favorite things. Like, I'd love to and improve some of my skill sets. Like, if I learn how to video edit better, I can, you know, that would be great. You know, if I can get better at commentating, and he doesn't like the... he does. And he doesn't, so he can have the honey. Yeah, I'll ask you for help. Water crops. 7 days. That's why you want to get these sprites up, is so that they can start watering crops and get better at their jobs as soon as possible, so that way when you're in like the later seasons and you can just have them working on your fields and it'll be way easier on you. Because even with like the best watering can, it's still a little tough sometimes. It takes about a full year for you to get your the best watering can, because you have to go into the winter mines after you have everything upgraded to mithril. You have to go into the winter mines and get I believe it's called the mythic ore. Or no, you gotta get the cursed tools first, uncurse them, and then get the mythic ore, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. Probably look it up before I start doing that, but yeah. The best tools you can get are called blessed tools, and yeah, they are awesome. Especially the watering can. You can like water like so much. Do you guys want me to start reading these scenes or no? These are just like the black heart scenes, so you get them just randomly. Well, it's not randomly, there's certain triggers for it, but like you get them just going around the town usually. So if you ever start up the game, you'll find them pretty easily usually. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for you, Duke. And Dad's still not here, eh? We'll run into him one of these days. Nobody up here. But yeah, once you upgrade... Oh, he is here. Oh, jeez. I didn't even see him. He's hiding on me. But yeah, once you upgrade your house, you can, and there's a TV shopping. You can come here and use that phone and buy it. That's how you buy it. I think it costs like 10 gold. But yeah. Oh, hi Jennifer. Who's your guys' favorite bachelor or bachelorette in this game? Or across any of the Harvest Moon Story of Seasons games. Or even Rune Factory. Don't know too much about Rune Factory. I've only ever played the first one on the DS. So, and that I didn't really get into. Alright. It's time we got that power berry already. I want that power berry. Hope I can get it. RNG is just not on my side today. I've never had this problem getting it this bad. Yeah, there's moles. I promise you. Oh, okay. Well. You can get it just from digging up the ground. Hopefully I can get it. I'd just like to have that power berry because I need it. Well, I don't need it, but it helps a lot. Come on, Power Berry, just let me have it, okay? Come on. I asked nicely. There you are. That's the Power Berry. You automatically eat them. I believe there's 10 in the game. But, yeah. It increases your stamina, which is great. You see how it went from 150 to 165? Yeah. But anyways, I'm just gonna rest up and start spamming the watering can, so I shouldn't have to do that for you. In fact, you know what? I'm just probably going to end the video right here. So, you know what? I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please consider to like, comment, subscribe, share, the whole spiel. And yeah, if you can give me some tips on maybe like OBS or a good video editor. Right now I'm using Lightworks because it works on my PC. The other ones that I've found don't. But yeah, if you can give me some tips and tricks and, you know, all that fun stuff, I would really, really appreciate it. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time when we go through and play some more Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town. Bye!